Hi guys, we're back with part 2 of Misscliks D&D Seaborn. We have sailed back to Embershore and found all the islands of the Spice Islands to be disappeared. We were confronted by another ship who...
Just one island.
Huh?
Just the main island.
Just Embershore is missing.
Oh, not the rest of the Spice Islands.
Correct.
Well, I stand corrected. So just Embershore is missing, and we were confronted by another ship, which Dark Albert spooked the captain, and they left.
So,
Wise.
We could have reacted as they're leaving if we were, like, in aggro mode, right?
Yeah, we could get an attack of opportunity on their ship.
yeah, but I think we already cleared that they took off and you guys were happy just to see them go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Not really. They didn't have anything useful, I'm sure.
Probably not.
Maybe a little bit of money.
But not like magical dagger worth.
There were
No.
also like 24 of them, so...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, in order to... We only got enough supplies to come here, right? Or to come here and then some.
No,
And then some.
and then some. Yeah.
So, looks like we'll have to go back to that city and buy more supplies for a longer trip.
Well,
we don't need to go back to that city at all.
the Spice Islands, the other ones, were there were like established villages and stuff where we could stock up, right, Neil?
Yes, there are plenty of established villages. You could probably stock up at any of those, or at Pike's Point, or at Outlast, or at any of the number of villages that are near Green Pasture, Reckle Woods, or Froenhall Plains. There's a lot of places to stock up.
I suggest that we should visit one of the Spice Islands to see if any of them saw anything and also to get supplies.
A reasonable plan. Very well.
I choose that one, and I point to the closest Spice Island.
Sure. You guys make your way over here. It's one of the smaller islands. It has a couple of small villages on it, but nothing big.
Like this one? Or this
Yep.
one?
That first one will do lovely.
Okay. Excuse me.
You approach the island, and Maribel and Dark Albert know it not super well, but well enough that they could find the villages on it.
This was not the one with the crabman infestation, was it?
Well, you didn't think it was, but as you sail by the village, it is destroyed. It looks like the village has been knocked down. Not lit on fire, not ruined, just most of the buildings are knocked over, and there's no sign of any human or demi-human, living or dead.
Should we go ashore and check things out, or try the next island?
I'm sure most of these islands have met the same fate then. Perhaps we should go to a bigger village, such as Outlast, perhaps.
Perhaps.
That sounds good with me. It's that way.
Fantastic navigation, Dark Albert.
All
Very
right.
much.
And Albert, I don't suppose you have any mistletoe on you.
No. It's not Christmas time.
Well, I could use it for a spell component.
Okay. So you guys make your way for Outlast. A day later, and new spells later, you find yourself there.
We're healing one per
Yep.
day, right? So we've healed 2.
Yep.
No, you're at full. I've cast healing
Oh,
on
yeah,
a
you
long
did.
time ago.
Just kidding.
So you make your way to Outlast. This is the capital of this county out here, and it is the place with the large fighting pit. And
Oh, yeah.
what's her name? Who's actually on your ship right now?
Saffron?
That's the one, Saffron. This is where you found Saffron.
Right, and I was going to fight in the arena, and then I didn't get to.
Right. But you pull into Outlast, the kind of rough and tumble, militaristic style warrior place.
Okay, there are 3 things I require here. Well, only 2. The third considered a bonus. First of all, I would like some mistletoe. I'm sure that should be easy to find.
I have heard that mistletoe is good for provoking romantic encounters. Is this why you desire it?
No, it is in order to cast powerful magics.
Love is indeed a powerful magic, I have been told.
Mm-hmm. Secondly, if you could find a set of gem inlaid sticks or dragon bones, that would be very useful.
Do you have any gems?
That sounds like a really expensive thing to find, Captain.
Oh yes, it should be about 1,000 gold.
Yeah, nobody here has that value. Maybe magical items could suffice.
And it would be a spell which would benefit us. So if we do not, then I'm sure we'll be fine otherwise, but our journey may be easier with that. And thirdly, if you happen to find a purple cloak.
Yeah. How does Trellis react to that?
She gives a very, very dirty look, but not one to where you can tell it's super dirty, but more like just like dagger eyes.
Like, you will never have a purple cloak as long as I live.
Exactly. Exactly. I will make it. I will throw up on it if I have.
These items do seem very difficult to come by, Captain Temriel.
Now go and restock the ship.
As you wish. I tromp off the ship.
All right, you guys hop off and go about gathering these things. The mistletoe you can find, it costs like 4 or 5, like it costs like 1 copper to get the amount that he's asking for.
As we go, Neil, I'd like to alter myself into a regular human.
Ooh, okay. You now look like a regular human for a while.
I look at her and snort and I say, a waste of a spell. Could have been used in battle.
Well, now people will not be able to track me or suspect me of anything. I feel like it's beneficial. What?
It's just a guilty mind.
What?
Trying to hide yourself when you haven't done anything wrong yet is...
Yeah, it's so good. It's pre-hiding. Like, when I go back to myself, it's like, what? That's crazy human.
It's pre-hiding. I like that. This is actually an interesting concept. I would like it if sometime you might teach me to transform myself in a similar way.
That's gonna be complicated because you're not a spellcaster. Maybe we could teach you to disguise yourself.
Perhaps. Do you think I could look like a beautiful human?
Maybe with a beautiful cloak. And big boots.
So you guys are talking, having this conversation as you're walking through the docks, going to the resupply section, and you are overhearing quite a bit of chatter about Embershore and its disappearance. It seems to be what everyone's talking about. All sorts of various rumors from it. A dragon picked up the island and flew away, to the island sunk at night, to the volcano imploded and brought everything down with it, to a magical wizard teleported the island somewhere else. Just all sorts of ludicrous notions. Everyone's talking about them, sharing them back and forth. As, you know, someone, like every 10 people that's talking says that they were there and they saw it happen, or their cousins saw it, or their cousin's roommate's sister's boyfriend saw it, sort of thing. But it seems to be the talk of the town.
I take note of this and smile to myself that we know where it is, even though no one else does.
Mm-hmm.
And who bought the mistletoe? Did anyone?
No.
I'll buy the mistletoe, and then I'll say, I will buy the mistletoe. You should find the dragon bones or jewel inlaid sticks that the captain asked for.
Yeah, sure. I'll go look to see if it's available, but I don't think we have the means to buy it ever.
When have you ever worried about having the means to purchase something?
Would you like to steal it?
I would not like to, but I bet you would like to.
I keep my mouth shut at this.
I go look for those items, Neil.
Okay, you can find the mistletoe, you can find a cloak, you can even find a purple cloak if you want. And you have all the resupply items you need. The inlaid dragon bones are more difficult to find.
I thought it said inlaid sticks or dragon bones.
Yep, or
Jewel inlaid sticks or dragon bones.
I reckon we could also just get gems and stick them in sticks, and it would work.
Sounds right to me.
Material components, set of gem inlaid sticks, dragon bones, or similar tokens of at least 1,000 GP value. So any of you guys have 1,000 gold to spend on gem inlaid sticks or dragon bones?
Of course
Maybe
not.
I want to steal those items.
So you ask around to see if someone might have something like this. And indeed, there is a magic shop in Outlast that you ask some passerby about, and he says that he's seen dragon bones in that store before.
So I take note of where the shop is. Do I feel like I'm about to change self soon, or like, do I know when I'm gonna change back?
Nope.
Could happen at any moment.
Yep.
I will put on my cloak as I travel so that people don't see me changing randomly.
Hiding from your hiding?
Yeah, I'm hiding from my hiding. It's a double stealth stance.
Okay, so you come across this shop.
I will knock.
Okay. You hear a voice from inside saying, Come on in! The door's shut to keep the wind out, but it's open!
I get him.
Just so we know, who all's with Dark Albert right now?
I guess I am.
Trellis, you with her? Him?
Yeah.
All right. So the three of you walk into Willie's Wondrous shop. And there, sitting behind the counter, is a plump little man named Willie. At least that's what he introduces himself as. He extends a thick, grubby, slightly greasy hands. Says, Hi there, I'm Willie. Welcome to my shop of wonders.
I shake his hand.
And I'm standing back a little bit because I'm a little cautious coming in here.
So, what can I do you for?
We're looking for some magical items or some worthy items, such as
I can't help you with the first, but I got you on the second.
like stuff like dragon bones or gems or.
What sort of dragon bones? Black dragon, red dragon, blue dragon, white dragon, gold dragon, silver dragon, bronze dragon, brass dragon, copper dragon, green dragon, gold dragon.
Ice dragon?
White dragon?
That's what I said.
We got them all. What do you need?
Do you have any of them with inlaid gems encrusted with it?
You must be a cleric then, Mr.
It's not really for me, it's for my friend, you see. Our ship captain.
Gotcha. I buy things for my friends all the time.
They are special friends.
So, your friend, he needs some powdered dragon bone, I take it? Some powdered white dragon bone?
No, I think it's more of the dragon bone embedded with the gems.
No, it's sticks embedded with gems or dragon bones.
Oh, you actually want dragon bones. I thought,
Yeah.
for a friend, I never mind, doesn't matter. That's fine. Fine.
How
Sure.
much do they cost?
Well, what sort of? I mean, it sounds like your buddy here is looking for an augury spell component.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, those things are expensive.
How expensive is it?
It's going to cost you upwards of 1,000 gold pieces. Yeah.
We're gonna have to go back and get the money from our ship, because I don't carry that amount on me.
Smart sailor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned with the years, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So what does an augury spell do?
Your friend didn't tell you?
Well, obviously it's not me, it's my friend. And I didn't
Right, but I mean, he's sending you off, doing his shopping, and he's not even telling you what it's for?
It's our ship captain, I don't know what to tell you.
Captained by a priest?
Yeah.
Disappeared islands, priest captains, red dragons, God, what's the world coming to these days, huh?
I don't know.
Anyway.
The world we live in today.
An augury spell gives you it helps a priest tell the future. Now, between you and me, it's not 100% accurate all the time, but it sure as hell beats looking at the stars, you know?
That's what I've been using so far.
How's it going for you?
I mean, I'm still alive, I guess. There's that.
What, you're doing someone else's shopping?
Yeah, I guess I fell down a few steps in the ladder of life.
Well, it's all right. Wondrous Willie's got you covered.
Wondrous Willie.
Mm-hmm. Wondrous Willie, here for your every need. But if you want a good dragon bone, it'll cost you 1,000 gold pieces.
So, are you a wizard?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well,
Yes,
I
that
mean,
is why she asked, because
it's
she would like to
called
know.
Wondrous Willie. It sounds magical.
A magician never reveals his tricks, nor would a wizard. So if I'm a wizard, I'm not gonna tell you.
Your magic works are tricks? Are you a liar?
No. I'm Wondrous Willie. I'm a shopkeeper. Shopkeeper extraordinaire. And
Right.
by the way, you are a fascinating young lady. Do you
Why,
think
thank you.
I might have some trimmings of your fur, or maybe a shaving of your hoof?
I will trade you for a dragon bone.
You're a funny one too.
Thank you.
Maybe some. Do you mind if I just, get a lock of your hair? He says, pulling out a very small knife and kind of like reaching for your hair.
To trade, certainly, but not for free.
I'll pay you gold for it.
No, this is too little.
What about a gold for some hoof shavings?
No. You are stingy. And these are parts of my body I do not wish to part with.
Well, can't blame a man for trying. Thanks for stopping by. And if you guys come across that 1,000 gold, you come on back to Wondrous Willie's. We'll get you all set up.
Sounds good to me. Now I'm wondering, Neil, if I alter myself into a minotaur, can I sell my fur?
You'll have to try it to find out.
Question of the day. Anyway, we get out of here.
Okay.
As soon as we leave, I turn to Dark Albert and say, can you cast a sleeping spell on that person so that we can walk behind his counter?
I do not have a sleeping spell, but first, I want to know if he's a wizard. I cast Detect Magic right now.
That would not tell you whether he's a wizard or not.
Really? No, it would.
True seeing. No. Wizard sight tells you if someone's a wizard or not. Detect magic does not reveal whether someone's a caster.
I feel like it does. Well, I still cast it because I feel like a wizard will have magical things.
You cast a detect magic spell, and sure enough, you detect magic coming from the inside of the shop.
So, like, how much magic are we talking here? Like, different.
You detect 3 distinct magical auras coming from not the main shop area, but like behind the wall in the back of the shop, or maybe that's where his house is.
I go towards it. I want to understand where it is, like, structurally speaking.
So to go, you mean you walk back into the shop?
but like around the shop to see like where it's located in the structure.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you start to walk around to either side of the shop, or more buildings like attached to it. So you start to walk around the block a little bit, trying to look at where that aura is coming from, and it looks like it's coming from behind his shop. There must be a door or something that you didn't see, or maybe there's another door outside and back in there. But there's definitely 3 distinct magic auras coming from behind the wall behind Wondrous Willie.
There are 3 magical items in there, so I will assume he's a wizard.
I do not see why this matters, as we mean to simply relieve him of the items we need.
Yeah, I mean a dragon bone and 3 magical items. What does it really all mean?
I'm stumped by that question, and I kind of try to think about it. I do not know what it means. How shall we proceed?
Can I alter myself to look into it as another person, Neil?
No, I don't think you do a specific other person.
I guess not.
Yeah, I don't think you can make yourself a specific person.
I wanted to be the shopkeeper.
I think you can probably do that with a higher level spell. So, everyone goes back to...
No, I'm like waiting for Dark Albert to explain what we're going to do to get these items.
I don't think we should risk our lives to get this item, honestly, at this point.
How would it be risking our lives?
Well, we're in the middle of a village. We're completely surrounded. This guy is probably a wizard.
These are good points.
Would you like to try to fight him?
I could, but it would probably be loud, and we would then make a name for ourselves in this town.
That's why I'm worried about us going in and trying to kill this guy.
Perhaps we should consult the cleric.
Sure.
So yeah, and then we go back.
Okay, yeah, everyone heads back to the ship. Saffron's there, Ryan's there.
I specifically greet Ryan.
Ryan gives you a nod of the head, and that's about it. Saffron is pacing nervously back and forth on the ship.
What is it, Saffron?
Barthas, I want to see him hanging by his neck.
Yes,
I mean-
it is truly a shame that Albert has led us astray.
I give him a dirty look. And then I say, if it would make you feel better, I could cast an illusion for you to see him hanging from.
Maybe sometime when you can spare the spells, that might be fun.
Maybe before bedtime, so you can have sweet dreams. Albert likes this. Alright, I guess let's keep moving.
Okay. You've stocked up on supplies. Someone please chip in 20 gold for the supplies for 2 weeks.
I would like to raise a flag here, guys. We're going to be running low on funds really soon. I've already used up all of the ship's funds. And Bruno's money for all of this.
You never paid me my share of the
Well,
findings.
your share and my share and everybody's share right now is going into food. So until we get more money, I fear that nobody's getting much of anything.
And I imagine one of you procured my mistletoe.
Yeah, I did. I gave it to him.
Thank you.
I think you should now go procure your dragon bones. We have located them, you just need to steal them.
I am not much of a thief.
Why?
We clerics, we tend to do things the righteous way.
So how do you intend on procuring your
I'm puzzled by this.
What, you don't have the money?
No. I
Didn't you
just told
plunder
you
my
what-
tomb full of valuable items?
No, you made us put
because
it all
you made
back.
us leave it there.
No, we brought it.
Nope.
No,
You
we
made
left
us leave it.
there.
For sure.
Yep.
Might have been a miscommunication. We didn't actually. There wasn't anything.
There
That you
were
left.
5 bags of temple stuff. That
Yes,
you
and
made
I
us put
required,
down.
and you brought them on the ship so I could
No.
sit through it.
Neil,
I thought we were bringing his stuff on this.
No.
Neil
No,
confirmed.
actually, no. I remember now. I asked for it, and you said that it didn't exist.
No.
No, we
That's
left
what
it-
happened. I asked for it, and you said it didn't exist. That's what Albert said.
No.
Neil,
What?
do you
Yes.
remember making us put down the temple stuff?
I remember us putting down most of the temple stuff except me.
Everyone put their stuff back except for Dark Albert.
Here you go.
Okay, and I sifted through the stuff, and there were no valuables.
Right.
Well, I just want to raise a flag here, guys. We're running low on money, so we can't keep buying rations like that. I'm all run out of ship funds money. We probably have.
Well,
like-
Albert, if we had been traveling in the right direction, we might have been there by now.
What is it that you need these dragon bones for?
Oh, it's simple. Don't you think a cleric of fate and time would want to learn what fate is in store?
You want it to be able to tell the future?
Of course. What else would I need dragon bones for?
I do
a
not
really
know.
fancy necklace.
I think we should cease buying rations and continue to collect rations instead.
We have spent 72 gold on rations so far, so we have like 13 gold left.
Why, if you were so strapped for money, we probably should have plundered those men who tried to plunder us.
Oh, I'm sorry, Commander. You didn't tell us to attack them, so I merely.
I'm afraid I have not been kept apprised to your financial situation.
Well, what about your financial situation, Captain?
A cleric such as me has no need for material, worldly goods.
Except for dragon bones. And the 1,000
nice.
gold to buy them.
Well,
It is so inconvenient that you must eat food.
here, my Mirabelle, you can carry the leftover ship's money if it makes you feel better. I give you 13 gold.
Why? I do not want to carry this.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Enough blathering. Let's be on our way.
All right. You guys head off. It is going to be a long and arduous 2-week journey all the way back to Gate Isle, all the way around the coast of Arcadia. Is there anything in particular you guys want to be doing during this time frame?
Yes.
Any ongoing plans? Any spells you want to be learning?
I want to, always be scouting the horizon for other boats that we could pillage because I realize that we're going to starve if we don't start doing something. And I also offer to draw Ryan again. And I say that maybe he wants a portrait that is not just his face.
Yeah. I could do a good sailor pose, like up on one knee, scouting out to the distance.
Yes.
Or maybe like kicking back with my feet up in a hammock or something.
Yes, either of those would be quite nice. And I am practicing my drawing of the human form, and as such, it would be helpful if you were to do it
Shirtless?
bare-chested. Yes, indeed. Yes.
I like that. Collar makes it a little awkward to take my shirt off, but he starts taking it off.
Yes, this is quite nice. Just like that. And I
He
draw
kicks
it.
back in.
You may come talk to me after the drawing's done. I wanted to have a chat with you about this.
I take extra long with the drawing because she said that.
All right. So he heads down to his hammock and kicks back in it, hands behind his head, relaxing.
Oh, should I roll for the drawing?
Yes, please.
Hopefully it's good. Come on. Oh, it's so good. It is the best drawing that it could possibly be.
This is the best drawing that Maribel has ever done in her life.
She was inspired.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell Ryan that. I'm like, I was more inspired than I ever have been. I feel like I have created true art with your help. Thank you.
shouldn't really thank me. You should thank the army. They made me into the amazing specimen that you see before you.
I thank the army and the gods.
Mm-hmm. Love you, Chiss. Love you. He takes a look at the picture and goes, so I think this one might work even a little bit better with the ladies. Unless you wanted to keep this one for yourself.
I had hoped, as it is my masterpiece, that I might keep this one for now.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Just
but maybe next time we make landfall, you can bring it with us.
certainly.
We hit up the bars.
Certainly. Yeah, we can spend as much time together as you like.
You know, you're a lot more friendly than I thought you would be.
Thank you.
You're kind of a nice person.
You are also a nice person, Ryan.
Can I tell you something?
Indeed.
That Saffron girl's a little weird, but those other three... I mean, okay, first off, there's the skeleton pirate captain. Now, I don't think I need to explain why the hell that's weird. And of course, there's my my master, my owner.
Your manager.
He tugs on his collar. Weird elf. And more than all of that, though, is this Trellis character. He's just... There's something about him that makes me uneasy.
Is Trellis a him or a her?
Her.
That's what I thought.
I just don't know what... How long have you known her?
Wait, am I hearing this right
No,
now?
it's
Okay.
Ryan
It's a
and
private-
Maribel. in the
Private
whole-
conversation with Ryan and Maribel.
Mhm.
I have not known her very long, but she seems trustworthy and a good warrior.
There is a heartlessness in her eyes that makes my blood freeze. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or am I off base here? There's ice in her veins.
Your blood is freezing? That sounds like a serious medical condition. Would you
I
like
mean,
us to seek help?
metaphorically, like she's cold-hearted, you know, or
Have you
There-
touched her heart? Are you a surgeon?
yeah. She seems. You know, this is a hard point to make with you.
I am sorry. I would very much like to understand you in all things.
She seems like she is not personally invested in the well-being of anyone else around her. Like has ulterior motives. Do you feel that from her?
Well, she has saved my life before.
Do you think she'd save your life if her life wasn't at risk too? Do you think that she would go out of her way to risk her life for you?
I believe she has. But certainly, if you think there is concern, I shall watch very carefully.
There's something about her that just... I mean, the weird skeleton priest... I mean, that's weird, but at least you know where you stand with that. But Trellis... That one's an enigma.
I'm like very troubled by this because Trellis is like my best friend, but I'm like, I really don't want Ryan to stop talking to me, so I'm like, I don't know. She seems nice to me, but if you think so...
Anyway, I gotta go see what Dark Albert wants.
Goodbye.
Dark Albert, did you have spells you wanted to learn?
Yeah, I messaged them to you in the order, so let's
Correct.
just, like, you tell me whenever I can roll for one. I'll prepare my D100.
Okay, so why don't you give me a roll for Wizard Lock? That's a pass, I believe.
Yay!
All right, so you learn Wizard Lock in 2 days out of your 14-day journey.
Okay.
What's the next one that you want?
I failed it. I had written the list already, so.
Right, Invisibility, that's a fail. So that brings you to 6 days in your journey. And And these are spells that you have access to through a spell book, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I failed the next one, I guess. 75
Darkness?
is my chance to learn.
Then it's a success.
Oh, it's a success!
Yes, you learn darkness after 4 more days.
Dark Albert has darkness!
Yes. So that brings you to day 10. And this is actually quite a good place.
Okay. But I wanted to talk to Ryan.
Sure.
Yeah. Is he coming?
It's all yours.
Yeah, he's coming after the drawing,
Yeah.
right?
Right. He comes up to say hello.
So as he says hello, I like turn like in a little bit of a dramatic fashion. I'm like, yes, I have summoned you, Assistant Ryan.
Yes, Master.
I've been doing a lot of soul searching, and I feel in my time I would have been really grateful.
Did you find it?
Yes. I would have been really grateful if someone offered me what I'm about to offer you.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you will understand this. I offer you for 2 weeks to do a trial. I'd like you to show me respect and good service like a true assistant would. And then, in exchange, I will ask of you to serve me for 2 years, but I will remove your color for those entire 2 years. In 2 weeks from now, if you show me how you're going to treat me for the next 2 years, I will remove your color and expect 2 years of service. Then, I will give you 10 gold and you're free to leave.
So, if I serve you for 2 years and 2 weeks,
Yes.
you'll set me free and give me 10 gold.
At the end of the 2 years, and I will remove your color in 2 weeks.
Was there some sort of catch?
Good service. Loyalty. Respect.
So what sort of things do you need me to serve? Do you...
I'd like you to take this job seriously and stop acting like an ungrateful person. I feel you've been a little bit edgy with me. Kind of like the rest of the ship, and I'd like someone to actually be respectful of me and honor my position.
So you want me to like get down on my knees, he says, as he gets down on his knees. And bow down to you?
No, act like an assistant.
He gets back up. Okay, so what would you like me to do then? Well, how may I assist you?
Just stay respectful of me. If we're fighting, fight alongside me. If I'm dying, try to save me. I will do the same for you. And I'll give you 10 gold at the end of the 2 years. And more if you're a good friend, I guess. We'll see after that. If you want to stay with us, maybe you can get a cut of the ship's loot.
All right, but on the other hand, if I'm going to be your assistant and not your slave, you have to promise not to ask me to do anything that you wouldn't do yourself.
That sounds good.
He puts out his hand to shake yours.
I will trust this on your honor that you're not gonna run away. And if you do, I will have a spell to track you, which I will learn in the next couple days.
Deal.
Deal. I shake his hand and I'm like, in 2 weeks' time, if you're acting like a normal human being with me, I'll remove your collar.
All right, you guys shake on it. And we skip ahead those 10 days that you were doing your spell research. You guys are now on the north side of Eridon. Unfortunately, I don't have a map for this area quite right now. I thought you guys were going to do something else. You're just north of Silvis, which is the Elven Kingdom. But beyond the forest to this big plains that's kind of open territory. And just beyond that, you're quite near Shelton.
We don't see any other ships that whole time?
You do see a few other ships, but they're usually pretty close to shore. Did you want to like just beeline for the first?
No, they have to be in open water.
Yeah. So as you guys are approaching Shelton, you see this nice, lazy ship. It seems to be kind of like listing to one side. That, for those of you that don't know, that means like it's slightly tilted, as if it's taken on some sort of water, and it's kind of on its slightly listing. It's not a deep list. It's just a slight list, and it seems to be limping its way in from the far north towards the coast.
Lovely. Onward to Barthas.
Captain ignores the ship.
Is this like this one is not by the shore? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what we're getting to. Is this ship here?
This is in
Yes.
open water. There's no one around to see.
Yeah, I mean, you can see land, and maybe if someone on land had some like binoculars and they're on a high place, they could see. But they'd have to be watching pretty closely for a while to see whatever's going to go on here. But it's definitely like it seems to have been damaged somehow, and it is coming in from the deep north.
How about we look for some supplies on this ship?
We should at least ascertain the extent of the damage to their vessel. And I kind of like wink at her very obviously.
Did we need supplies? Well, I suppose this is an easy place to resupply.
All right. How about we raise the white flag, and then I kind of look to Ryan, hoping that like he's gonna take the initiative. I'm like,
He goes under into the deck and brings up the hailing flag.
This is a cowardly way to do this.
Well, you
do not
cannot
approve
deny
of
that
the
it is quite efficient.
a good ambush.
If you say so, Captain.
I will hide myself behind cover and prepare my spell.
Saffron takes a moment to look at you guys and goes, are we...
Saffron, we are merely plundering that ship so that we may have more supplies.
For the good of the realm.
We need these supplies in order to
But
fix
doesn't that make us pirates?
I suppose it does, yes.
That's kind of a... Aren't we trying to fight Barthas to fight the oppression in the world? And doesn't this make us the oppressors?
Well, you see, Saffron, and this is difficult to explain sometimes, but you see, there are scales of things. Ultimately, one plundered merchant ship is insignificant compared to solving one crazed wizard trying to obtain ridiculous amounts of power by controlling a dragon in some sort. We could plunder thousands of such ships, and that would not have an impact, whereas solving the Barthas problem far outweighs that.
If they are strong enough to repel us, then they should plunder our ship. But I believe we shall plunder theirs.
And that's just the way of it. Don't you understand, Saffron?
Well, I'm still early on in my training, and I don't have any useful combat spells, so I'm going to go hide below deck.
This is wise.
She departs.
Here, Saffron, have a bronze dagger at least, in case something bad happens. So you can defend yourself.
I've got my stick, she says.
Okay.
As after I make that speech, I cast Unfailing Premonition.
What's that?
It says, by anticipating possible futures and outcomes of the caster's actions, the spell provides the character with a temporary sixth sense or feel for danger. The caster receives strong intuitive impulses when he contemplates courses of action that may bring immediate physical injury or harm to him.
Cool.
And now, let us obtain the goods from the ship.
Okay. The ship approaches slowly, or I should say, more accurately say, you are approaching this ship. But before we get there, why don't we take our break, and we'll come back with the last hour of Misscliks D&D Seaborn in a few minutes.
Bye-bye.